I'm going to do this Perfectitude by Love. This is a black lip scrub with charcoal in it. So it's going to, it has like little exfoliators, and it's pretty creamy, really. You don't have to press hard at all. That helps to get all the dry skin off. You're just pretty much going to put a layer on it, and then I personally take my fingers and really just go around like everything. You can do circles if you want. Just gonna get all the dry, dead skin cells and everything off there. Depending on how your skin feels, it's gonna kind of go like season to season. Um, and when you are going through different emotions, it can trigger different hormones. It can make you either oily or not oily. I have this here thingy. I'm going to make it hot water, and I'm going to use a tea tree, I think, face wash. Oh, I have another one that's like nice. I think I might just do the tea tree though, because tea tree has mint. It's refreshing, and I have like a zit right here that it's like bothering me just because it's painful. And I don't like to pop zits because it makes them red, it makes them big, and you have oils all over your hands. And I was just taught not to do that from the skincare people at school. So I am going to just allow for the hot water and then the mint to pretty much open up my pores. And I'm going to do the beginning of this with just hot water and that tea tree face wash. And just have a nice, really clean base to start with. And then while we do our read, I'm going to be doing a moisturizing clay mask. So the moisturizing will just like, the clay pulls out any of the oils or the unwanted things underneath that top layer of skin. And hopefully we'll pull out some of what we would pop out normally in the old days. What was it? It's the goal. Since we're talking about what the tea tree is really good for mint is really good for breakouts or acne. This is from Beast. I'm not gonna lie. I have tried a lot of different tea tree, and this one has ginseng, has caffeine, has tea tree, has peppermint, has eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is the minty smell, and that just refreshing smell that you guys might smell when you get a straight shave, or if they put a hot towel over your face when you go to the barber shop or the salon. Different ingredients like natural smells. They just do different things for the body. Some can help you fall asleep. Some can help you fight anxiety. Tea tree, my male clients actually came in and taught me years ago. They just use as a shampoo, and as it even runs down their back, it will like if that particular person had back acne, and they were using it to just fight their acne off. And so that's where I got the idea to use it as a face wash. I keep tea tree in my shower with me every time. Paul Mitchell has a really great one. They have one called like a tea tree lavender mint. The lavender one mixed with the tea tree is very amazing. It changes the consistency of the product to a more creamy and liquidier product, where the basic tea tree is just going to be in your green one. The lavender mint one from Paul Mitchell will be a purple and green one. I do love the lavender mint one. They also have one that's a lemon like ginseng one, and it's just everyone has like different purposes, but lemon and mint is just so amazing. Tea tree also fights away like scabies and parasites. Like any of the parasites in general, like lice, bed bugs, scabies, ticks, like anything that's going to attach to your skin. If you have a mint scent coming off of you, it will actually avoid you almost like a repellent. So you can put pure liquid like tea tree oil in a water bottle, like a little spray bottle, and just spritz yourself before you go into customer service, or if you go to school, or if you're basically around anywhere. Like, to be honest, you don't really know, because scabies, for example, well, actually all of them, they can be on furniture, they can be on clothing items, and if you're somebody who's never had scabies, it can take up to 2 to 4 weeks before symptoms begin to show. And so having that spray and just switching it kind of like around your body, almost like a refreshing spray, will be great to avoid those type of things. Um, and we can go over a parasite class. I actually teach that one at the college, and I love it. It's one of my favorite classes to teach because it's so informational. And why wouldn't you want to know how to keep yourself safe from parasites? And also, it teaches you how to identify bite marks. And you would want to know those things so that you don't end up in those situations. Being able to look at people's skin and see what kind of like diseases and disorders they have is one of my classes. And when you see wound marks and shit all over people's skin, you're gonna want to know like what were they doing and what's going on. Are they a picker? Do they have a parasite? Like, do they weed eat? Because one time I weed eated the yard without pants on. Well, I had shorts, but dude, I shit you not, I had weed eat fucking wax all over my leg. I know that fucking pedicure dude probably thought, what the fuck, when he was looking. So you just want to be able to identify those things. Okay, so my face is feeling really clean. It's really squeaky. Oh yeah, I can hear it. It's great. Okay, I need to stop. I'm gonna like rub my skin off just because I'm so excited. This is a really soft face thing. It probably came in Epsier. I don't even know where we got it. I have a lot of girls now. They're all teens, so there's like actually quite a bit of cool stuff laying around the house. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of fun having teen daughters because I'm the size of them, and I mean, when I'm cleaning the house, I find a lot of weird shit, that I didn't buy, and you already know what that means. We have teenagers that are doing, bites, whatever. Like, I find some cool shit later. I'm not gonna. That's my dad's fucking phone that you hear laughing like that. That's why I love my dad. He always be doing some fucking weird shit like that. All right, so we're gonna start our read in just a second. I have to put this mask on, so I'll have to wash my hands again. But you want to have a nice, fresh, clean base before you put any of your product on. A lot of people's hair and then I feel like my lips feel fine from that scrub. Okay, yesterday I got to do a really good client. And if you guys want to see some of my, if you're on YouTube and you want to see some of my haircut videos, I'm able to upload them easier on Facebook from the salon than I am on YouTube just because this one's nice. So this one we got from Ipsy. This one's a clay moisturizing blend mask, which is unique. A lot of the clay ones are just straight like black, like what you saw in that lip scrub, and they're really thick. This one's from Dew of the Gods, and it's called Clay Date. So it's mixed. I'm so smart. But this one's a high activated pink clay. So what's pink? Pink clay is different, clearly. We'll have to look it up. That's the difference right there. They're calling it pink clay. So pay attention to that. Every product that you use has a purpose, and a lot of times it's actually made for certain skin types too. So if you don't know what kind of skin type you have, like whether it's oily or normal or dry, actually, if you really want to know where to go, you should go to Glendale Academy and go to get a fucking spa service, dude. Up in their esthetician room, it is so beautiful area. It's not like, it's personal. You know why I love it? It's not like a glamorous, like, freaking spa area. What I mean by beautiful is that the way that they treat you is beautiful. And I haven't been in there for years. But you can get literally the most relaxing facials. Like, and they take you into this little room, and they close the little area, and you just lay on this bed, and you're all draped up, and it's very personal, and it probably lasts like 30 to 60 minutes. I'm assuming more towards the hour, because students really care about getting a good grade. People might think, oh, don't go to the beauty school. Dude, these facials are like fucking $20. You go to any of the spas and try to get a massage, and they can easily be close to 100. So you guys going and contacting like SCC, Paul Mitchell, Glendale Academy, and just look up beauty schools or massage schools near me, and they will book you an appointment that honestly is going to last up to a good hour, if not longer, because the students have to actually take you back, come up with an idea. Like they come up with a consultation with you personally, because obviously they're challenging themselves to be professionals. You know, they're learning how to be professionals. So what they do is they can come up and grab you, take you back, ask you about what you would like to do today. You talk to them. They're supposed to do a consultation on you and look at your skin or look at your hair, whatever it is that you're being, there to do. And then they come and grab a teacher, and they are supposed to tell the teacher their idea. If they have a teacher that wants them to thrive and enjoy their education, the teacher would only really critique necessary things. Some teachers you might see come over and fucking take over the whole damn service and decide to, I mean, it goes any way you can think of it, whether they embarrass them or fucking make them, thrive and let their ideas thrive, but like I love the students and I love working with them. And they will tell you what they have determined. They're going to say, they're going to look at the consultation sheet and they're going to say, yeah, so it looks like this is what I figured out. And basically, all the teachers there to do is just review it. And if there's any changes that are necessary to be made, they would make those changes. And then you're there with that student, and that student takes it very seriously most of the time. You're going to know, no matter if you're in the professional field or if you're at a school, who doesn't care about their job. They will have a demeanor that is huffy and puffy the whole damn time. That doesn't change in professionalism. People that are rude are rude. So pay attention to just like the high spirit of your stylist always, or your beautician always, or your nail tech always. Like anybody who's in a bad mood. Some bad-mooded people can do great services, and then some bad-mooded people will hit or miss on whether or not they're in a good mood or bad mood. It really affects their services. So you'll want to look at that. If you walk into any business and somebody's fucking bitching and complaining and huffing and puffing, you should probably not get the service from them. That's all I got to say. People that are excited and passionate about their career will provide quality no matter what. They will never cut a corner. They can't handle cutting a corner. Those people will stay an hour and a half late before they would ever cut a corner, dude. I'm one of them. I will never, ever fuck a client over for money, but you got plenty that will. But you guys should definitely check out the beauty schools and the massage schools. Great fucking price. I shit you not, dude. Now when you're obviously getting a haircut or a color, you are saying, I agree to let a student practice. But as far as the skincare goes, amazing. All they're doing is putting lotion on your face and massaging you. I mean, how could you go wrong? And the massages are very expensive at a lot of places. So definitely check it out. I totally recommend. The skincare area is very different at Paul Mitchell than it is at Glendale. Do keep that in mind. But the atmospheres are very different as well. And I love them both. They're very different. So shit, it's really about saving money. You can do any type of fucking massage, scalp therapy. Dude, go get a scalp treatment, you guys. They literally take a boar bristle brush and go through every section of your entire hair, and they just gently brush the scalp. And then they take another 1/4 inch section, maybe a 1/2 inch at the max, dude. Brush it out. They do this throughout the entire fucking head first. And they get every piece of dandruff and everything off with a boar bristle brush. It's so gentle. It's like one of those brushes that you would use on a baby when its scalp has like that stuff on it. It's the same as that. And then they put this cream on individual sections. They put you underneath a heating cap and they massage the fucking shit out of your scalp for like maybe $7 to $20. It's unbelievable services that last easily 1 to 2 hours sometimes, because the scalp treatments right there, that one can easily go with somebody just massaging your scalp up to 2 hours easy, because a lot of them are just learning how to blow dry and style. And so they take a lot of pride in that. You don't have to just go to the schools to get chemical services or cuts and get butchered. You can go and get tons of massage services also for a very affordable price and allow that student to get whatever markups that they need for $7 to $20, dude. Massages, it's the best. So just look up beauty schools or massage schools near me. Anything that you do passionately, look up some kind of trade school or college school. They offer services for you. Go in and get them for a hella discounted price because by law they have to have markups and they have to do them on clients. Okay, the first card out says make them stop and stare, and it says everything is within your power and your power is within you. Some of you guys have gained your confidence back. You've been turning down pages of cups in the reverse. A second time that page in the cups of the reverse came out in the last 12 hours. That's Pisces energy. But even if you're not dealing with the Pisces, bro, you're dealing with somebody, honestly, that is angry that they're where that they are. Pisces, or a page in the upright, is somebody who doesn't have shit going on. They're homeless, jobless, carless. There's even a fish in this cup. They play trickery. And that's the problem with this person. But this person was already pretty fucked up, like straight up in the upright. They're also just struggling in general to the point where they could steal from you. They could do a lot of things from you. And this is just in the reverse as well. The only reason I would say this particular card would steal from you or play trickery is because there's literally a fish in the cup that they're offering. And not every card has that. This person is coming from a very low vibrational place. They do things intentionally. You've turned down people that are intentionally trying to just do things. You don't have time, I feel like, anymore for petty ass shit. You also have the Five of Wands in the reverse, which is also a card that really just like points to family or relationships in general that are very important to you. So Five of Wands can just be, it literally means like your personal original family or the family that you created that you're just no longer for or with anymore. I see that the minute you actually just straight fucking realized that the power was within you, you started to fucking take that power back. You started to reject these people in your life that were not giving you what you needed. You have the Page of Cups rejected, and you also have the Five of Wands rejected. For some of you, you stopped fucking tolerating people disrespecting you, and it was really just based off of the amount of experiences that you went through, plus your intelligence and the wisdom. So as that happens in life, people develop either that or they develop just self-pity. And you didn't. You have the King of Coins here. I see money increasing for somebody very, very quickly. Literally, you go from fucking turning all these bitches down to straight king. This motherfucker be wearing a fucking straight king shit, dude. So it goes literally from this shit right here, which is literally you doing all the work in a relationship, you fucking being with somebody who's playing trickery, you fucking straight knowing somebody's bullshitting you, lying to you, you leaving these people behind, and look, bam, bro. So even some of you alone already were king status, which you are. If you're somebody who's taking care of more than one person, that definitely signifies king energy. Knight energy is somebody who has aspiring dreams but doesn't know what they want. You've obviously already, for some of you guys, obtained enough financial status to be able to care for others. You're still, king can definitely qualify for somebody who has enough to do for others. Because a knight really wouldn't. A knight is somebody who's like thinking about what kind of dreams that they want. They might be somebody who's very sexy and popular. They're very outgoing. They're just somebody who is at a young age with quite a bit of potential. And then a reverse knight would be somebody that fucking doesn't do shit with that potential. And that's what you're not fucking with anymore. You're not fucking with people that don't want to do shit with their potential. And by doing that, it looks like you didn't have to do anything in between leaving them to go right to king. Your confidence improved. You started to feel good again. And you started to realize that it was them that was making you feel icky. It was you being in a toxic environment that was making you feel icky. You started to be able to save money or even make more money with the skills that you already had. The minute that you started to turn these people away from disrespecting you anymore, it literally says everything was within your power. And you realize that your power was within you. And you go to confident. You have a lot of happiness and smile here. You have 3 cards out of 5. that are super happy and positive. They're all about money. They're all about confidence. They're all about you feeling good. So you can be somebody who normally feels good all the time, usually, and surrounded by people that are fucking pessimist. And the only thing that needed to change in your life was you cutting ties or moving away from them physically. You were already mentally away from these people. You were not emotionally connected to them. You've been daydreaming for a long fucking time about getting the fuck out of there. And that's what some of you did or are doing. And you're feeling a lot of hope. Some of you guys have a plan of action that you're actually pursuing now. You know where you're going. You know what you're not going to tolerate. You know that you have people that support you. You're not alone on this journey. And that is a big help too. Some of you guys feel like you do have somebody that supports you and believes in you. And that's huge on activating your courage to fucking start that new path. Sometimes we have every skill needed to do great things, but we're surrounded by people that don't want us to fucking believe in ourselves because they're selfish and they want to use you for their own benefit. You're very intelligent and you learned all these things. And I'm proud of you. Queen of Coins in the reverse. Ha ha ha. This bitch is a fucking bitch, dude. Look at her. She's always snarky, pissed. Fucking, you were with a fucking. Yeah, you're obsessed with them no more. That's your obsession card. You're not obsessed with this person anymore. Because you started to see. Yeah, look, King of Coins in the upright. Look at next to the Queen of Coins in the reverse. You thought you were a true pair. You thought you saw this person at first. You were like, you know what? I love you. We have a lot in common. This person's in common regarding you personally was what they wanted from you. You can have things that relate to another person, but realize you're the only one putting in the fucking work. And you have that. You have the 5 of Wands. 5 is one person putting in all the work. And that would make perfect sense right here. And you guys could have been a true pair. You could have been a true pair. You have soul tie. Some of you guys could have been family, just like it's saying. These could have been family members that you could have honestly done fucking great things with. This could have been a lover that you could have been fucking a power couple with. This person had every skill. That's why you guys talked about it originally. That's why you love them. These persons they had soul ties to you. They were very important to you. All your people are important to you. But this one, you really loved a lot. Whether it was family, your parent, your child, your fucking lover, your best friend, like you fucking had a bond that was different than other people. But you were realizing this person was literally lazy. They were lazy in their effort to do anything really to make things better. But they were very fucking overwhelming when it came to complaining about things that they didn't like. And I feel like this person didn't ever fucking care about what you didn't like. And it became just fucking noticeable. Noticeable even more than overwhelming. You're not somebody to fucking sit there and get disrespected. You're like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? You've been literally wasting my time this whole time. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. You're offended. You're not a fucking little crybaby, dude. You're not gonna, what did you really fucking, no, you're just thinking about really the time lost. That's it, bro. You value your time. You're gonna take this shit seriously. You're taking your money back. You're taking your power back. You're taking your time back. You're taking fucking yourself back. You are not somebody that gives your fucking shit away to fucking somebody you found out was straight fucking bullshitting you. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone's like now sad. But it's in the reverse. They're sad. Look, if you see this person hanging on to somebody leaving, but literally it's in the reverse. Because, yeah, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Straight up, bro, you're done. Ace of Pentacles, you will no longer be contributing to this person in any way. Like, in the past, they could have been somebody that would have gone to the store with you and been like, you would have went above and beyond. You were always loving this person, caring for these people, thinking about their needs being met. You are ultimately done. Basically, like, you'll never stop not being there for your people because you're a good person. But now it'll straight be like they're treated like the homeless. You don't get cash, you need a burger, I'll buy it for you. That shit is what it's going to be. And this person used to be once somebody that you fucking cared for greatly. You're super not into them anymore. That's what they don't fucking understand about good people. People like this, yeah, we attract them because that's our duty. Two things happen when these two types of people come together. You either fucking, they're either fucking, you're a blessing for them or a lesson for them. Straight up, dude. No matter what, they are not there to be a blessing for you. That is a fact. These people are not a blessing. They are going to use you until you are bone dry of everything inside of your heart and soul and drain you until you have no drops left and still keep you around. Still use you. It's crazy. The thing about the people that you fucking walked away from is that you've had a straight full-blown realization and then you now are a lesson to them. You're either a lesson or a blessing. They are nothing. They can be a lesson to you, but they can never be a blessing to you. And that's what you found out. You realize this type of fucking environment, these type of people, that culture, that mindset, that way of life. Whoa. You're like, no, dude, that is actually really toxic. I didn't know you guys thought like that. I didn't know you felt like that. I didn't know things were going to be like that. You're like, I love you very much. You have always meant the world to me. But this person here sat in this chair the whole time like this. That's the thing about the Queen of Coins in general. The Queen of Coins is not the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Coins is a money-hungry bitch, dude. And she's usually with, to be honest, a fucking egotistical fuck. Whether fucking you guys started dating at a young age. But one person in this relationship basically moved forward with the financial part, and the other one just kind of took the money and turned into a fucking pessimistic little fuck. This person was snarky to begin with. They've always been a bitch. So basically, this person actually was somebody that was viewing the crowd the whole time and deciding who they were going to target. This person's never intended on actually contributing to the work that would have involved the money increase. That's why they're coming up in the reverse. And they're also just somebody who fucking literally manipulated and lied the whole time to get what they thought they were going to have. That's what creates a sociopath in the first place, is that they think for a long period of time about who the best target would be. So when their fucking plan doesn't go how they planned it to, they're devastated. Devastated. We see a lot of like pathological liars, premeditated writers. I have girlfriends that don't talk to their men honestly and openly, but they're even still coming from a positive state of mind. They love them. They can't be honest with them. They are doing weird shit. And so they're basically coming up with a schemy story to fucking hopefully make them believe that maybe they weren't high last night out partying and shit like that. But there's straight full-blown premeditated like plotter evil fucks that are actually out there trying to sabotage and take from you. There's a difference trying to get out of a lie and sabotage, and this is the sabotager. These sabotagers actually have no intention of putting in any work whatsoever in any relationship ever. They see you as a wishing, like you're a well, basically. You're a well. And it does not matter what you have. If you have anything, even a cigarette, they will use you for it. This person's mindset comes from what can I get out of people, always. You will always be somebody that they can use. And when you start to do anything in your life that you enjoy, it's a threat to them because you might get that cigarette. Who else is getting the cigarette? They're very, very greedy. They have such a high level of greed that absolutely no one else should even get $1. And that's what it is. And it seems crazy, but this person, you could give this person money to go get food, and they could be even as selfish as complaining about having to get it. And they're the one that, I mean, they will complain 24. They were a pitiful little fuck. Everything was fucking never good enough for these people. And you were like, bitch, you tripping. You are tripping, dude, is what the fuck happened there. And I see that you fucking took your worth. You fucking learned your worth. You started to think too, like, where in the fuck would I have even fucking got that bitch from? Where did I even think about that? Yeah, bad vibes don't go with my outfit. Straight up. That's what you felt like. Bad vibes don't go with my fucking outfit, bitch. Literally, bitch, don't kill my vibe energy. Like, you were like, you're crazy, dude. Like, I didn't even know you were like that. I'm on to the fucking dreams that we had planned years ago. I'm still been working hard. That's the thing. You could have been there already. You are twice as far behind by fucking Lincoln with this bitch, if not fucking, yeah, twice as good. Because I would say like half behind, but I think twice came out on purpose, so I was gonna say that. This bitch not only didn't even fucking help you get where the fuck you wanted to be, but they dragged you down too. They were dead ass weight, bitch. And literally they fucking complained. They were negative. They bitched. They were so negative, dude, to you. That's what I feel like. They were dead ass weight. And so, like, you fucking literally are actually behind. You're fine with that. Look at you still smiling here, bro. King of coins energy. You're like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'll always make my money back. I'll always fucking do this. Y'all coming in the 5 of Wands in the reverse. So not only is the 5 somebody that's doing all the work with somebody that's fucking not doing shit, but they're coming even worse. It's all reversed. And their pages. And 5 of Wands in the reverse, that's such icky energy. It's literal manipulation, trickery, lies, and just lack. They are coming from a place of lack in every way. They're not honest. They have no integrity. They literally have no money. They have nothing to offer, bro. Like, they have no value right now at this time. And that does not mean that they're worthless. Everyone is valuable. It's how we choose to be. And we all go through there. You have to just realize, holy shit, I'm surrounding myself with energy and people and a mindset that it is creating a chapter of my life that you will find out later will be very beneficial to you. I don't regret, Rob. I mean, obviously, like, I never thought that I would ever be a car prowler. And I'll throw myself under the bus. When I fucking started hanging out with the fucking real bad drug addicts, they went through different categories of people. Some were the cartel, some were dealers, some were running from people that were shooting at them, and some were car prowling. And so it was all new to me. I was a straight A student. And you would never think in your fucking life that I would have went from law school to be a teen mom fucking car prowler in a red Astro van. What the fuck? You would have never told me that I was going to do that. I would have never in my life thought so. But going through those things and going to jail and ending up in Spokane has changed my life. So now I just know, like, no, those chapters were great for me to go through, because had I not, I'd still probably be in that small ass town with no opportunities, trying really fucking hard every day to be somebody. In a town full of nobodies that don't even like each other, then I'm proving to them I'm somebody for what? Those people I don't even want to be like with respect to. And that's why I love the world and how large it is you just realized, you know what, this was one small little group of people. And, you know, with respect, y'all, like, I don't think we should be together if it was a lover. You're like, I didn't know that you were like that is all. You're like, I love you very much. I'm sorry you're like that, but you're like, you're literally negative. You're literally negative is what you feel like with this person. Like, you're like, it is negative for me to be around you. You're very negative, and I'm concerned for you at this point. Like, it's gotten to the point where you're actually worried about these people. You're worried about your health, and you've just left the scene and you've actually taken that space. So now that you're away, for those of you who are away, you need to enjoy. Go have fun. This is not a time for you to be worried about, like, obviously you want to set up your basics, get your basics in order, get a car, get your license, get a job so that you're making that money. If you're of any age, there should be goals that you're setting. And if you're, you know, above 16 and you're not driving, you don't have a car, then you should be saving for things of those sorts. In my opinion, those basics really matter. When you can't make money or you're stuck in the same environment for more than too many days at a time or too many hours at a time, it becomes, they say too much time, free time on your hands is the devil's playground. And it really is. You need that sense of worth. Whatever you spend your money on is important as well. But everybody has different priorities. Some people are into clothes. Some people are into shoes. Some people are into investments, mortgage. Some people are into services of beauty services, shit like that. Like, there's different categories of people. They want new iPhones, you know. There's some people are all digital. So, you can spend your money on whatever you want, but when you're feeling like you're not happy and you're laying stagnant in life, I've found straight up having your basics in order. It seems like it's a huge deal. I see a lot of even great moms that stay at home with their children. That's great. I mean, I wish that I could have had that opportunity. Of course I do, but I didn't. I've always been the one to pay my bills here. But what I also see them is sitting there all day long and they're miserable. And so the first minute their men walk through the door, they want to hand that man the baby. And they have this mindset of, I've been with the kid all day. Well, he's also been at work all day. And the house ain't clean. Dinner's not fucking smelling the house. You're pissed. All you do is sit around and talk shit about your fucking man 24/7. You sound miserable. You look miserable. The house is fucking disgusting. It's showing depression left and right is what it is. If you have a bitch who is complaining 24/7, she's not happy. She needs to at least get a part-time job. It gives her a sense of self. Don't keep people limited on what they need to get done because it actually causes universal depression. People are meant to have their tasks in order for the purpose of production. They need to be productive. You can't just be sitting around being stagnant, thinking all day long about what you wish you could be doing. That's actually producing negative energy, not positive. You only get two types of energy, positive or negative. So if you're sitting there not really fucking feeling like your life is really worth living and you're surrounded by people that you don't like, you have to actually be proactive and do something about it. Otherwise, you're actually just producing twice as much negative energy. And that's just what it is. And nothing changes just because you don't like something. And even if you see things that you don't like and you didn't do anything at all, if you even leave that place in a state of anger, and you live in doubt after that, thinking I'm not going to have more relationships now, these relationships have fucked me over, that's still producing negative energy. You're not doing anything with that. You're not helping another person find awareness on how they can heal. You're not teaching people anything about what you did to get better. You're not playing basketball or living in the light anymore. You're just sitting there, what? Now you're pouting about somebody that's no longer in your life that already hurt you then, and now you spent all these years not enjoying again. It just becomes this lifelong issue of production of negative energy. And so you do have to receive that back, whether you have to hear somebody talking about things they don't like for days and days and days. You have to think, why in the fuck did I get robbed today? Why in the fuck did I have to listen to this person bitch all day? Why in the hell did this happen? Well, it could even be from 10 years ago when you were complaining for 15 fucking hours straight about your fucking ex for the 19th fucking year in a row. You don't get to just do that after realization. So everything comes with a price. And that's where they say, watch what you think and how you feel, because how you think creates how you feel. So if you find yourself thinking, man, that bitch is a bitch, I hate her, it's going to stir up instant fucking feelings and you're going to be like, ooh, and you have to de-escalate it. You need to learn how to take power back over yourself. What things have happened will happen and they will always happen. 80 or more % of the world is going to fuck you over. It's about being aware and being cautious and like coming up with prevention plans. And also how you gain prosperity is by teaching other people so that you can be a channel for your higher power to work through. And he can't work through us when we are in a state of anger. You will gain prosperity when you work for your higher power. Everybody's higher power is different. It's okay to have a different higher power. The point of a higher power is to not be tangible, because tangible comes and goes. You have to believe in something you cannot see because it shows a sense of faith. Faith is the point of the Lord. The point of faith is that you believe in things that you don't know for sure will happen, so that you will always keep working towards something you don't know is out there. So you don't give up. It's about not giving up. And it's also about not struggling ultimately. Like when you put your faith in tangible and you're like, this job, man, it's this job, it's gonna fucking get me out of it. With Martin, he hung himself, bro. Well, that didn't work. What the fuck, bro? The hangman. Literally, what are the odds of that, bro? Seriously, he hung himself and I found him, bro. He didn't come to work. Hangman, bitch. That shit, I was sober for 8 years. I was a great mom. I went to fucking arts and crafts night 2-3 times a week. I did every single thing supposedly correct, according to mentors on the 3D. But one thing I didn't do was put God first ever. I just learned this. And it's because of that despair right there. I'll never forget. I went home and I fucking I didn't know what to do. I'm very robotic when fucked up things happen, and I usually work. I'll start a new job and I get all these tasks and I go into work mode. I don't do good crying and all that shit. And so I went down to the basement and I started folding laundry, and I fucking just slid down with my back on the fucking floor against the washer and the dryer, and it was really cold. And I'll never forget that fucking cold back feeling. And I slid down and I thought I did everything right. I did it the way they said to do it. And this chapter's ending, dude. And that was the day I had a wake-up call. That it's not about doing anything right or wrong at all. Right or wrong is an opinion. It's about finding joy in what you do. If we listen to what everybody says is wrong or right, that day when I slid down the washer or dryer, that plan they gave me, it was false. I listened to a 3D mentor, not Martin. It was actually people that told me, Tara, you can't fucking do this. You can't fucking do that. That makes you a piece of shit. So I separated my identity 8 years prior when I became sober, and I put the bad Tara, the party Tara, the CPS Tara, the fucking criminal Tara in a box. I was told that was bad behavior, that I should be ashamed. So when I went to school and became a teacher, I was actually getting abused by Zeke for the entire 8 years with guns, from strangulation to waking up unconscious with bullets in my mouth and his foot over my face. You name it. I was dealing with it for hours on end at night. I was sober the whole time. He was a native, and he would stay up screaming and raging, breaking everything in the house for 7 years. It wasn't until 7.5 years that my sister moved up and fucking seen it. And somebody found out. And I was sober. I did everything right. But what I realized I didn't do, for one, was I was not paying attention to how I was codependent on caring for people that weren't yet where I was. And I was also comparing abusive relationships. I was doing a lot of things still in the dark. I was carrying all those burdens, just like what you were doing. For all these people, man, picking up their slack, keeping their secrets, feeling icky, bro. And you know what? You don't know these words. You may not know you're codependent. You may not know that the 3D is an opinion. And like God says straight up, put me first. And I didn't do that when I was listening to these people's opinions. God didn't have me do anything wrong. I'm grateful for everything that I ever did, because had I not been arrested and driven up here the day, I wouldn't be in Spokane. Why would I be in Spokane? And today I have 4 business licenses. I'm a homeowner. I'm a teacher. I'm a corporate leader. And I have a lot of fucking great stories to tell, both good and bad. And I accept both of the Taras that I was told never to talk about. I was told don't fucking tell anybody anything by even my new mentors, the ones that were supposedly fucking successful. The women who in success are fake as well. They hide behind glamour. They tell you things like, don't ever vent about anything negative online. Don't ever, if you're not willing to fix it, you shouldn't complain about it. That's where I didn't tell anybody about the abuse from Zeke. And I can't tell you how many times I literally went into the fucking classroom wiping tears off. I was always wiping tears away right before I entered that door. And I always put on this robot act. And my classroom was a stage. It was literally in the auditorium. And I had all my students right there, and we served at least 300 to 500 people easily a day. Do you know that not one of these clients ever believed I cussed? Sometimes it would be a little joke, and they would say things like, oh, I could never imagine you cussing. That's how good I got at fucking customer service. I was living a lie. Martin was high as fuck. Zeke was drunk as fuck. I was sober, and I was fucking a great teacher, but it was a lie. And the truth is, it was because I was listening to a bunch of 3D ass shit, dude. Opinions. Today, I don't live like that. I'm all of whoever the fuck I am. And I joke around and say that this is this Tara and that's that Tara, because it's been a thing that they fucking separate. They tell you not to tell war stories. That's what they're called in treatment. You're not supposed to tell war stories. You're not supposed to be proud of any of your negative shit. Well, like I said, I wouldn't be here today in this town and possibly even alive because my kid's dad overdosed and he's not even here today. He also got a few other things, that I could have easily gotten with him had I not left him. Luckily, 6 years or so. Like, we pretty much fucking were separated like Romeo and Juliet. We were both on DOC and we would have gotten thrown in jail for 30 days had we hung out. And that's what a tower moment that I talked about in the last read talks about. Tower moments in Dark Night of the Soul is us living in illusion. And it's us being actually taken out of environments that don't belong around you because we're such good people that sometimes people will try to make things work until they even get involved in it and start doing it, like car prowling themselves. You will go from being a straight A student to a car prowler. It only takes 2 months' time for anybody that surrounds you and what they're doing to become your own way of life and habit. It's 2 months before you start, like every day, if you hang out with the same people, it takes 2 months for your mind to program it as a habit. And by 6 months, it's a way of life. So the 3 to 5 people that we surround ourselves with regularly, how they talk, what they talk about, and how they feel is something that you really want to pay attention to. You don't want to be around people that have no goals. I called it being the coolest loser. And even at around 16, I think I figured out that partying changed my mindset. Because when my sister died at 14, the whole family started using drugs. We're on meth. And obviously I was a minor, so I couldn't leave the house. And I poemed. I wrote poems. And I wrote thousands of them. And one night I was sitting on my bed. And I kept writing the poems for a while, like weeks. They kept sounding really sad and the same. Basically, I noticed this just repetitive, depressive feeling. That was my first depression that I could at least identify. And I can feel it right now. And I want you to know that when you think of a memory, what it's going to do, what I feel right now is that night, your body programs the way any memory made you feel. So be aware that when you allow yourself to remember things, it will make you feel like you're there that moment. It has the same recollection of the memory, and you will feel exactly that same exact trauma. So don't allow yourself to make you feel like you have fucking anxiety and depression and PTSD over a natural thing that will happen to anyone. People have learned skills, coping skills. You don't have to do anything you're not a bad person because you feel anxiety. Everyone feels anxiety. People just process it and they accept it. That's the difference. Some people block it off. Some people deny it. They can't accept it. They don't want to accept it. They want it to work so much that they stick around. But even those people know they're being mistreated. Even the most ignorant person who has been talked to a million times and should have left their man a long time ago, lost all their kids, now's on heroin. I mean, you name it. You think that person doesn't sit every fucking day in their own skin and fucking cry inside of their soul? Fuck yeah, they do. There ain't nobody on this fucking earth that don't know they deserve better things, and that when they're not feeling like they're fucking where they want to be, they don't feel that. That's why it's very cruel for somebody to want to point it out in others. The pain is real in all of us. It's about finding a leader that doesn't need to drill you, question you, bring up your hardships, tell you how to be. It's about not telling, but teaching and inspiring. So just stay positive and know that there's people out there that believe in you and love you. And if you want to be anything in the Army, you can be. Hit Kevin up. He's my homie. He's trying to find people that want to go. I'm trying to go. Wouldn't that be crazy if we all went to the Army? I wish I would have known. I'd be there already. So many great things are happening out here in this world. There are so many resources. There are so many opportunities. Whenever you feel mistreated or like you're no longer progressing or learning or thriving, move along. That feeling of unsatisfaction is God asking you to move along. He's there with you at all times. He knows what these people are doing. When you don't leave, when you call for help, you make a choice to stay. He's always ready and waiting. Just give him a call. He'll pick you up like as if you asked for a ride. Love you.